Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, or whatever you're watching me right now. My name is Jay Luke, the owner and operator of the Passionist Network, where we amplify the voices, elevate the culture, and champion the musician. Don't forget, you can get anything in our store. Just click whatever you want on anywhere down in these areas, or it may pop up on the side or whatever. Just click it though. Go through the store, say what you want, and then after that, get 30% off your purchase. Once you get to the end, all you got to do is type in HBCU band. Don't forget that you can like, subscribe, all those kind of things. Share this information out. Man, listen, I saw this pop up and I was aware of it. But I just really believe it kind of fell through the cracks. Right? And this is actually pretty big. This is actually pretty big. And I don't know how many people know about it. I don't know how many people have been discussing it. And it's well past. It's been about, I want to say 2 weeks now. But if you didn't know about it, you got to know about it. If there hasn't been enough information about it, if you haven't seen any videos about it, we got to talk about it. And first of all, shout out to Curtis Akeem Dollar Watson McCullough for setting this up. I really think he's doing some really, really good stuff within the community, within the HBCU band space. You know, I applaud him, man. I will never be one of those kind of people who, crap on anybody else's situation or whatever. Or try to bring somebody down or whatever. I really love what he's done, mainly because, he started in one place, he gained a name for himself, and then he actually started investing and turning back around and truly, truly investing in the community. And so, again, shout out to you for what you've done with this particular situation. And so if anybody doesn't know, I'm going to go ahead and read it and we'll talk about it. Director of Bands helps lead first ever HBCU summer band camp in Anchorage. I don't know if you know where that is. That's Alaska. All right. It said held June 11th through the 13th. Good Lord, I can't speak. At Dr. Elfeldra Davis Fairview Elementary School. The camp welcomed students from grades 6 through 10 and offered fundamentals in musicianship, marching techniques, and the vibrant traditions that define HBCU bands. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know there was that many black people in Alaska. I'm not even trying to be funny. I just didn't. Not trying to be funny. Don't shoot the messenger. I just didn't know. I just really didn't know. My bad. My fault. Charge it to my head, not my heart. The program culminated with the spirited student performance during the citywide Juneteenth celebration on June 14th. This is my first time in Alaska, said Dr. Wright. It's a beautiful state and very breathtaking. The mountains, the North Pacific Ocean, and the endless summer days are something to behold. Seeing daylight the entire time takes getting used to, especially when the sun's still shining at midnight. Yeah, a lot of people don't know in Alaska, and I don't know if it's year round, but I know I've seen it before, where that sun stays up the whole time. It literally does. But I think it's just a certain time of the year when that happens. I think. Yeah, somebody correct me that in the comment sections if I'm wrong with that. Wright joined a handpicked team of band directors brought together by Curtis Dollar Watson McCullough, an influencer known for his passion for music and mentorship. Fellow instructors included Dr. Kedrick Taylor, from Director of Bands at Southern University, Dr. William Irvin of Conn-Selmer, a global musical instrument company. Together, they created an immersive environment where music met mentorship. We taught the basics, fundamentals of music, breathing techniques, marching drills, and also shared what makes HBCU bands so unique, said Wright. I gave a presentation on the Marching Maroon and White Band and talked about the pride and discipline it takes to be a part of something bigger than yourself. Wright says at first, the young participants, I see what you're doing. You're getting them Alaskan recruits. I see you. But ain't nothing wrong with that. The young participants didn't quite know what to make of their new instructors. They were a little shy and didn't know what to expect. Rightfully so, right? Like this is, and I don't know, and this is not just for specific to chocolate people of color or whatever. I don't know if the traditional style HBCU band coach or so on and so forth has really touched the area of Alaska like that, right? And so I'm pretty sure meeting new directors and learning something new or engaging in something new that they either have probably seen or never seen or been interested in or whatever, it can be intimidating to young students. So once we started to work with them, they enjoyed the music and they really took ownership in the program. But by the end of the day, by end of day one, we had really broken the ice, especially after playing basketball with them. Dang, they went out there and started hooping. Dr. Wright, you was out there hooping? All right, I see you. That changed everything. Hey, real talk, and that's not me hating. I just got finished hooping with my team at my job about a week or two ago. I ain't hooped in years. Body was aching for like 3 days. So, Dr. Wright, if you out there getting it, hey, get it. Get it how you live. I ain't mad at you. For Wright, who's entering his 13th year as director of bands at Alabama A&M, the camp was as much about inspiration as it was instruction. I thoroughly enjoyed the fellowship and collaboration with my colleagues, he said. Rarely do we band directors get to work together in this way because we are normally in competition at games and other events. It was so refreshing and fulfilling to connect with these students and watch them light up through music. This kind of outreach builds a bridge between communities and maybe even future Alaskan Bulldogs. See, told you. I see what you're doing. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Get it how you live, baby. On that note, according to Jasmine Smith, 15 students and chaperones from the camp are planning to attend our homecoming game this year. All right. So that means y'all got to be on one. Y'all got to show it up. I don't know who y'all got for homecoming, but y'all can't let the whatever band coming in for homecoming outshine you. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that y'all are terrible. I ain't saying y'all are bad. I'm not saying none of that. I'm just saying if you bring the kids from Alaska, you don't want them to show up and then to be like, hey man, A&M is good. A&M is real good, but I like that band over there. Now, here's the other half of that. Here's another half of that. Exposure is exposure, right? And I don't think that's a problem either. Because I think at the end of the day, and correct me if I'm wrong, I would think that Dr. Wright would love to have them in the program at A&M. But I think ultimately the whole goal of this whole process was for exposure, right? Getting them exposed to what happens in the HBCU traditional band style culture, so on and so forth. And if they go to the homecoming and the other band, whoever shows up, and I would have to look that up to see who they play in the homecoming. But if the other band shows up and the kids are more enthralled for that band, I don't think there's anything wrong with that either, right? The exposure, I think, is the biggest thing. And that doesn't mean that, if 15 kids go, that doesn't mean that 7 kids or 8 kids won't still enjoy Alabama A&M because obviously they made a connection with Dr. Wright in this particular way. So I don't think that's a bad thing at all. Anchorage City Schools promoted the camp across social media and registration quickly filled. Organizers hope this year's success will be the beginning of a new tradition connecting young musicians in Alaska with HBCUs across the country. And if AAMU's band director has anything to say about it, he'll be back. I love to return, said Dr. Wright. This was a powerful experience, not just for the students, but for all of us. Again, I think this is great. I think this is super dope. And we need to continue to have situations like this where exposure is happening, teaching is happening, collaboration is happening, because I think that is a good thing to be able to see Dr. Wright and Dr. Taylor both collaborating together to just be able to give education to students that are not exposed to what we do on a consistent basis. And then again, obviously, let's be real, let's also use it as a recruiting effort. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that either. Getting students from different areas, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. So I shout out to you all. Shout out to Will Irvin. Shout out to Dr. Wright. Shout out to Dr. Taylor. Shout out to Curtis McCullough for all of the things that you guys are doing. I think that's a beautiful thing, and we need to continue to grow and continue to collaborate in ways like that to be able to expand what we do at the university level, at historically Black colleges and universities, and the traditional style marching. And that doesn't necessarily mean that it's all about marching band, but it is part of the exposure and part of what we do. But you guys tell me inside of the comment section what you guys think about this. Had you even heard about this? Like I said before, I had heard about it recently, and then I didn't hear anything else about it. So you all let me know inside of the comment section. Again, you can stop by and get anything in our store All you got to do is type in HBCU band and you can get 30% off your final purchase. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And I'll see you all later. Peace.